Welcome back to the deep dive. So you've handed us a pretty dense stack of source material today. We're jumping right into the world of high-end audio-video control systems, specifically the tech docs for the PureLink ICON-E4 expander.
Yeah, and our mission here is really to just pull back the curtain on this one piece of hardware. We want to cut through all the jargon and, figure out what this thing actually does, how it lets people build these huge automation systems from, say, a simple huddle room all the way up to these massive command centers.
Okay, let's unpack this. So the core function seems pretty clear from the name, right? It's an expander. It's designed to work with their C-8 master controller.
Right.
So the C-8 is like the central brain of the whole operation.
Exactly.
And this ICON-E4 is all about extending that brain's reach, letting it control, and I'm quoting here, virtually any device.
And they wrap that all up in their easy control platform, which is,
It's just a marketing term.
yeah, it's their way of saying we've tried to make the programming slightly less painful. But the real value here is in what we call I/O expansion, input, output, and control automation. What makes this device so critical for a large facility is the flexibility. It says you can locate it remotely from the ICON C8 in other areas that need I/O connectivity.
Okay, so it's solving a physical distance problem.
That's it, exactly.
But wait a second. If the whole point of the C8 is this centralized command and control, doesn't decentralizing the I/O by, sticking an $800 box on the other side of the building create its own problems? Like, what about security? Or latency?
That's the critical trade-off, and it's why this thing exists. I mean, think about a massive building like a university campus or the government facility. Running hundreds of individual wires all the way back to one central rack is, well, it's a nightmare. It's incredibly expensive and messy.
Right, the copper alone would cost a fortune.
Exactly.
Wow.
So by letting you put the ICON-E4 out there remotely, it saves on all that wiring, and it actually reduces latency for those specific remote devices because the processing is happening locally.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. And looking at the docs, they really built it to be a kind of universal translator, didn't they? It handles the whole gamut. LAN for modern stuff, but also all the legacy standards. RS-232, IR, which is infrared, then relay, RS-485, digital I/O.
That versatility is the whole game. I mean, that's the key insight here. Most big organizations have this mix of brand new IP devices talking on the LAN right next to, ancient control systems that still use RS-232.
And this box is meant to bridge those two worlds.
Seamlessly. And the numbers on the spec sheet really show that focus. You get 4 separate RS-232, RS-422, or RS-485 serial ports. That means it can manage 4 totally different systems, like your HVAC, the lights, security cameras, and the main video switcher all at the same time.
That multitasking role makes even more sense when you see the compliance stuff. It highlights that the device is TAA compliant.
Yep.
For anyone who doesn't know, TAA is the Trade Agreements Act. That tells us this is built for U.S. government contracts.
Instantly. That tells you this is for serious enterprise or government deployments, not for your home theater.
And I guess that compliance and function is what justifies the price tag?
Well, this is where it gets really, really interesting. The ICON-E4 expander itself, it's about $815.
Which is already a lot.
It is, but you have to see it in context. The main brain it connects to, the C8 master controller, that thing costs $4,569.
Wow. Okay.
And a related keypad for the system, over $2,100. This tells you everything you need to know. This is not about consumer convenience. It's mission-critical infrastructure where that reliability justifies the price.
So if we zoom out then, the ICON-E4 is really this powerful, flexible little tool. It decentralizes the actual connection so that a huge central brain, the C8, can spread its operational reach.
Its influence, yeah.
Across these huge, diverse buildings without losing its ability to talk to everything, whether it's brand new or decades old.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it raises a really interesting question. We've just established this $800 box is purely for extending communication ports. It's just for I/O.
Right.
So given that price and how specialized it is, what level of sheer complexity is that master system, the C8, actually managing? I mean, it must be so complex that it needs a dedicated, robust extension just to handle its I/O overflow. It really suggests that the level of systems integration in modern command centers has become almost incomprehensibly complex.
That is a fascinating thought. Well, thank you for sharing your sources with us, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.